Howdy! We are the 12th Astronaut team from Texas A&M. Our topic this year is NASA's suits. My name is Israel Gomez.
My name is Brock Balthazar.
My name is George Kolsteg.
My name is Tommy Thomas.
My name is Aaron Konya.
My name is Neil McHenry.
My name is Ashutosh Mishra.
My name is Kevin Mayorga.
Our supervising professor is Dr. Anna Diaz, who runs the Human Performance Lab here at A&M, and Dr. Gregory Chamadoff, who is a professor of engineering practice. NASA Suits is a challenge that encourages students to design augmented reality displays for future spacesuits. These spacesuits will be used as part of the Artemis mission when astronauts go back to the moon.
Howdy, I'm George Kolsteg, and now we're going to talk about our design. Our team has created a program that we call SCOUT. This stands for the Space Communications, Operations, and User Telepresence. This program has a custom designed user interface, as you can see on the bottom left, as well as a virtual reality telepresence feature that can be seen in the video on the bottom right. Here you can see two users connected over the same network where they can draw and speak with each other. This would be helpful for astronauts to see visual cues rather than just vocal instructions.
Howdy, I'm Tommy Thomas, and I've been doing a lot of work on the user interface for the NASA Suits project at Texas A&M. You can see on the left two screenshots of our user navigation feature. On the bottom left, you can see an example of our waypoint system along with the spline navigation. And on the top left, you can see kind of some basic examples of how we control our waypoints and allow users to interact with them. This is really important because currently on the moon, especially when you're doing EVAs and exploring and walking around, the only way to navigate is dead reckoning and just using objects as a point of reference to try to guide yourself along. But this allows astronauts walking on the moon to be able to be guided by very similar to GPS or some kind of waypoint navigation system that they can follow much more easily. Currently, we've developed a framework so that we can have information panels that float around in 3D space that you can either follow the user and will track you around so that they're always available, or you can pin them and hide them in space, depending on whatever your needs are. We also have a system for scrolling objects so that we can display lots of information to the user very easily, and they can manipulate large amounts of information that normally AR struggles with. We also have developed a real-time telemetry stream so that astronauts on EVA can watch their suit vitals and information that maybe they need to know, like position or various statistics about the suit or their current personal vitals like heart rate and oxygen levels.
Howdy, I'm Neil McHenry. The 3D TELEPRESENCE whiteboard is a unique feature we've developed that allows mission control to remotely guide astronauts during EVA surface operations using splines and holograms in 3D space. Instead of having to solely rely on an audio loop for task assistance, such as in the past, the EVA crew member will now have customized visual cues floating in front of them, guiding them through each task. This technology helps guide the astronaut visually through any drawing that a crew member or a mission controller may create. As seen in the video in the bottom right, the primary tool for remote annotation is the spline pen. The remote user may freehand draw in any shape, as shown in the virtual moon simulation. This virtual 3D whiteboard can help with navigation cues on the moon. The whiteboard has undo and redo functionality, as well as options to change drawing color and size. Lastly, the astronaut's visor in the field sends back crew member transform data as well as scanned environment mesh data. This makes sure that mission control will have situational awareness of the area surrounding the astronaut at all times.
Howdy, I'm Kevin Mayorga, and I will be presenting the research section of our presentation. The research team's main focus is conducting human-in-the-loop testing, and all of the research team members have been certified by the IRB to conduct this research. Our main purpose is to help the technical teams conduct whatever technical research or testing they may need through human factors research. We formulate and conduct studies as necessary for the team for whatever aspects of the UI that need refining or additional research. Most of our previous research for the team has been in the form of human factors testing of various portions of the UI, such as readability, task display, and other key factors. One of our past accomplishments is submitting a paper to the IEEE Aerospace Conference. We've also conducted another major study with the whiteboard telepresence previously mentioned in the design section that we plan to submit to the Virtual Reality Journal. Our current goals as the research team are to continue conducting any other necessary research for the tech teams, as we have with gestures, eye tracking, display options for notes, and other aspects of the UI this semester. We also plan to formulate and conduct a study for the UI as it is currently to test how efficient it is and how well it performs. And we plan to do this once again late into the spring semester to see if there are any trouble spots left for the UI design.
Howdy, my name is Brock Balthazar, and I'll be talking about our outreach and community engagement. Some of our former outreach events that we've helped is the launch of the Microsoft Epic program in Houston. There we taught around 25 students on how to use AI for real-world applications. And then in College Station, we did 2 events with A&M, doing the A&M Astronaut Visit Program and the Envision Conference, where we talked about robotics and survival suits for students. Some of our current outreach events that we have planned is a collaboration with the High School Aerospace Scholars Program, otherwise known as HAAS, where we're talking about space exploration and technology to the students in the program. We're also planning on working with IL Texas on teaching engineering concepts to grades 6 to 12, and Texas A&M online modules, where we'll be teaching about STEM courses to K to 8.
Hi, I'm Erin Kanye, and I'll be talking about our social media team. We try to consistently share information about our team's progress on multiple platforms. On each of these platforms, you can find a variety of posts, such as team member posts, which highlight the people behind our projects, sub-team posts, which show specific UI and tech team updates, and general updates, which show things that we're working towards outside of our main project, such as journals, competitions, and showcases. We are on multiple platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and all of these are reachable at TAMU NASA Suits. We also have a website that has a lot more in-depth information at our projects and our team members. Feel free to check out our pages to get to know us.
Hi, my name is Ashutosh Mishra, and I will be representing the future work of NASA Suits. So on the integration side, we have a strong focus on the science sampling section, where we'll be focusing on developing our QR tracking, our RFD tags, and our photo taking system in order to take samples from the moon and properly analyze them. We will also be finishing up our wrist controls and working on the suit system, specifically the interior and exterior vitals. And we will be conducting testing and optimization of that to ensure everything goes well during competition. As for the user interface side, we'll be finishing up our warning system to detect suit anomalies that occur during our mission, and for the astronaut to safely return back to the lander in case anything goes wrong. We will also create a note-taking system and geology panels for the science sampling portion. And we want to get all of this tested and optimized before the competition on April. On the research side, we have 2 studies to conduct specifically for the tutorial and the display, where we need to conduct it, build a UI for it, and formulate a report. For the outreach section, we want to finish our collaboration with Haas, and we want to finish our A&M online modules. And on the social media side, we want to go business as usual, do our team updates, post about events, and most of all, expand our social media presence.
Thank you to all of our supporters, including fellow students, former students, professors, and the staff from NASA Suits and TSGC. We're open to any questions you'll have now.